Question, if it can be possible. Thank you so very much. Question, firstly, okay. So where were you? I didn't see you on the. My college starts at 2 p.m. Okay. So I have to naturally, it will be difficult for you to coordinate, right? This is not the class. Which video did I send that I sent to you? ये तुमने कर लिया.
So you only send me any PDF.
But this is done now.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this thing? You should have told this to ma'am.
Just open right now.
This is done. No. Anyhow, we'll start with the. I'll send you the one thing. We have Avi also joining in, no? You can just come this way, my friend. We have to participate. Let's stop the video for one. Then I have to travel on bus and okay. Avi, am I audible? I'm sorry, I'll just continue with you.
Yes, sir.
Is Pranjal there?
No, sir.
No, we don't have Pranjal. Let's start. Okay, so we are discussing the 1st of November. Okay, in past 3 days, I guess आप लोग इधर shift हो गए. I prefer sitting this side. Let's go that side. Shift on one side. It will be easy for Anish to see also. No? You know all of them? You know fine?
Yes, sir.
None of you told me that we have a boy in the class also. We have girl domination, huh? Anyhow, so it is 1st of November that we are starting. In previous classes, previous 3 days, we have done. On first day, we did 24, 25, 26. On second day, we did 27, 28, and 29. On third day, 29 and 31. Today is the 4th day. And today we are going to cover 1st and 2nd November. Okay? 1st and 2nd November. Right? Let's start. We have the Karanama crisis. Now, what is Karanama crisis? Don't write until I tell you. IARI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, has successfully tested 2 new dwarf varieties in the Uttar Pradesh that give double the yield of the traditional variety of Kala Namak rice. Now, Kala Namak rice is nothing a variety of rice. Okay. Who has found out? It is the IARI. What have they find out? कि आपको मैंने बताया था yesterday also I told you about mutations, है ना? GM cotton के बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे. Sorry, GM mustard के बारे में, है ना? And we were talking of BT cotton also. अच्छा, just tell me, Swati, what is इसमें क्या था? GM mustard में क्या निकाला था मैंने? What is GM mustard? What was the recent revolution? क्या था? It was the second
genetically modified.
transgenic.
Transgenic.
Second transgenic crop.
And
Just
the
yes.
first one was BT cotton.
First one is BT cotton. And if you say fourth crop, like first.
First.
The first transgenic, right? Chalo. Let me just do this. So now what happened is IARI ने उत्तर प्रदेश में काला नमक की modified version basically. Will not say genetically modified, but still modified version पाए. What is Kala Namak? Kala Namak is a traditional variety of paddy with black husk and strong fragrance. So just right, husk is the black and fragrance stronger. It is considered as a gift from Lord Buddha to the people of Saraswati. When he visited the region after enlightenment, you need not remember all this. Okay. As for CLAT, this is important. Kala Namak rice, इतना याद रखना कि IARI ने यूपी में find out करे. It is not necessary कि काला नमक यूपी में ही मिलते हैं. Found out the variety, but that's not necessary. Today, make the notes as I told you. Okay, you can see how others are making. Do not write in the margin. It will be good for you. Okay. Next, अब देखो जैसे मैंने कहा था, it is grown in the 11 districts of the northeastern Uttar Pradesh and in Nepal also. So I told you it is not restricted to UP only. So I am talking कौन सा area? This is the India's map, just a rough thing. I'm talking of this area. This is the Nepal. This is UP. I'm talking of northeast. This side. This side. Okay. You should understand this. Okay. It's basically in the Tarai region of the northeastern UP in Nepal, the traditional variety has grown to lodging, a reason for its low yield. Just note this thing. 11 districts, Tarai region, UP, right? And Nepal. Its yield is barely 2.2 to 2.5 tons per hectare. So what is lodging? Lodging. ट्रेडिशनल राइटिंग क्यों कम हो रही है? हम किसी भी चीज को आगे बढ़ते हैं, डेवलपमेंट करते हैं, हम क्यों करते हैं? जस्ट चेक आउट कि गोइंग YouTube पे लाइव हो रहा है, तो जस्ट चेक वन ऑफ देम. ठीक है, हम लॉजिंग सॉरी हम ट्रेडिशनल वैरायटी से मॉडर्न वैरायटी पे गए हैं, तो कोई तो रीजन होगा ट्रेडिशनल छोड़ी है. तो आपको कोई अगर पूछे व्हाई हैव वी डन दिस, वी हैव डन बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्टर कॉल्ड लॉजिंग. काला नमक राइस ट्रेडिशनल था, उसमें लॉजिंग की प्रॉब्लम थी. व्हाट इज लॉजिंग? लेट्स लिसन टू दिस. Lodging is the condition in which top of the plant becomes heavy because of the grain formation. The stem becomes weak and the plant falls on the ground. You're getting this? This is plain simple English. This is suppose the paddy. Paddy means rice. This is suppose paddy crop है. I'm just drawing fictitiously. ठीक है? तो ये इसकी स्टेम है. जैसे जैसे फ्रूट मतलब जो राइस है वो ग्रो होती रहती है, स्ट्रॉन्ग होती रहती है, वैसे वैसे स्टेम कमजोर होती रहती है. अल्टीमेटली इसका बोझ इतना ज्यादा होता है कि वापस ग्राउंड पे गिर जाती है. दैट इज व्हाई वी शिफ्टेड टू मॉडर्न वैरायटी. और वही हाइब्रिड वैरायटी यहाँ पर मिली है. कहाँ पर? कहाँ पे? यूपी पे. ओके फाइन अनीश, बी रिस्पॉन्सिव. तो दिस इज आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट लॉजिक. नाउ जीआई टैग दिया हुआ है. अच्छा, जीआई टैग के बारे में मैंने पहले बताया था. व्हाट इज द जीआई टैग दैट वाज रिसेंटली गिवन?
It's not given.
It is not given. Good. I was trying to confuse you. And कहाँ पर दिया गया है? कौन मांग रहा था? Japan was asking for it. Okay, so Kala Namak rice, you will feel isolated, but don't feel be interactive. Okay, if you go through today's also, then also you will feel interactive. It is my old habit to interact. Keep on linking previous also. If we do not do that, we will forget. Then we have the so the traditional Kala Namak rice is protected under the GI tag system. This, ये तो अभी मिला है. This is GI indicator. Next, Kala Namak rice addressing the problem. The IARI, जिसके बारे में मैंने बताया था, has successfully developed two dwarf varieties. And what are the name of these dwarf varieties? Pusa, Nilendra, Kala Namak. Pusa Narendra Kala Namak 1652. Okay. Don't remember, just remember it is PNK. Okay. This is enough for you. PNK 38, PNK 52. Right? The yield of the new varieties is double. See, आपको बताया है कोई भी चीज ट्रेडिशनल से मॉडर्न जाती है वो फैक्टर होता है। तो यहाँ पे कुछ अच्छा चीज मिल रही होगी जो यहाँ पे यील्ड थी और जो यहाँ पे यील्ड है, यील्ड मतलब क्या हुआ है? व्हाट इज यील्ड अर्शिता?
So जहाँ पे क्रॉप लगाते हैं,
दैट इज यील्ड, दैट इज नॉट यील्ड। व्हाट इज यील्ड गीतांजलि? अनिल बोल। हाँ, जितना आउटपुट तुम्हारा निकल रहा है, ठीक है। मतलब अब इस केस में क्या बोलोगे, लैंड पर, जैसे अब इतना सा लैंड तुम्हारा लिया, पर हेक्टेयर की बात हो रही है। एक हेक्टेयर में सपोज तुम्हारे को 1 टन मिल रहा है। एक हेक्टेयर समझ लो, 1 हेक्टेयर लैंड में पैडी उगाई और जो असली में बेचने गया फार्मर वो 1 टन थी। ये ट्रेडिशनल की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। मॉडर्न में क्या होता है, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल। वही 1 हेक्टेयर लैंड है और उसकी वो जो उसने उगाया और उगाने के बाद उसने उतारा और उतारने का उसने बेचा, वो 2 टन हो गया। सो इट इज जस्ट डबल, द यील्ड इज डबल। ओके, व्हाई यू नॉट राइटिंग? The yield of the new variety is double that of the traditional variety. The IERA and the Uttar Pradesh Council of Agriculture are working together to make the seeds available to the farmers at the earliest. I told you ये initiative IERA है. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next. Noted down. Should I proceed? Are we noted down?
Yes, sir.
Next is UCC. We have all read about this UCC, especially when you were talking of CLAT. पढ़ा है UCC के बारे में? So, let's see why why is it in use right now? The Gujarat government recently moved a proposal to constitute a committee to evaluate all aspects of implementing the UCC. ठीक है? अभी तक कुछ aspects है UCC के जो कि नहीं evaluate हो रहे हैं implement, but Gujarat has said let's bring all of its provisions in function. So let's talk about UCC. What is UCC? It is basically one law for the entire country. सारे religions के लिए एक law होना चाहिए. That is what UCC says. किस चीज में? हम law किस चीज का? हम law के notice करो और just in the matters of marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption. तो इसमें ये नहीं है कि अच्छा मुस्लिम है तो ट्रिपल तलाक होगा, है ना, एंड अगर क्या नाम है हिंदू है तो इंटरकास्ट मैरिज, समथिंग लाइक दैट, है ना। एज सच ये चीजें पे इट डज नॉट गिव लाइट। ओके, इट सेज वन लॉ फॉर ऑल रिलीजन्स फॉर द अंडर द मैटर्स ऑफ मैरिज, डिवोर्स, अडॉप्शन एंड इनहेरिटेंस. Now, Article 44 of the Constitution lays down that the state shall endeavor to secure a UCC for the citizens throughout a territory. Article 44 कहता है हमारे Constitution में, ठीक है। Now, अब आपने पढ़ा है DPSP के बारे में? Tell me one thing, is DPSP mandatory?
It's not distributed.
It is not enforceable. Is it enforceable under the courts? It's not enforceable, right? So what is it? इसकी क्या जरूरत है? हाँ, अभी तुम बताओ, what is the need of this DPSPs? जो भी आता है तुम्हें. This is not audible. Anyhow, Anish, you know why do we use DPSPs?
So there are directives for the government that they are going to make the laws on this.
On these parameters, yes. DPSPs are not enforceable. Okay, but they are to be seen as a recommendatory measure. आप इसको इसके ऊपर अपने laws आधारित करो. That's what the Constitution says. वो भी force नहीं है. But see what says. Article 44 is part of DPSPs. आप बताओ DPSPs के अंदर कितने articles आते हैं?
56 to 51.
Excellent. Article, so Article 44 comes naturally in between that. They are, अब सुनो, they are non-justiciable. आप यहाँ से भी पढ़ सकते थे. I didn't read this. Not enforceable by the court. While Article 44 uses the word the state shall endeavor. Other articles in directive principle chapter use in particular strive. Shall to particular. Now what is all this? Please do not go by the words terminologies. Let's listen to it. What we are trying to say now. UCC तुम्हें खुद को दिख रहा है. India is a secular country, and is UCC possible in India? If I want, है ना, right now अगर मैं चाहता हूँ, क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि one law हो जाए सारे religions के लिए? Is it possible? It is not, है ना. इतना easy नहीं है, because India में क्या है, after every 15 kilometers there is change of culture, and with culture you have change of religion. I'm not religion, basically customs and everything get changed. So अब अगर बोलो कि I want to change that is not possible. So in that case it is basically DPSP, तभी इसको उसके अंडर रख दिया, non justiciable but implementary in a form of recommendations. ठीक है, let's move further. Now what is UCC? गोवा के बारे में. Goa, a former Portuguese colony, you know this, ठीक है, it was invaded, was incorporated into the Union of India in 1961. In 1987, Goa was made a separate state. The UCC was introduced in the Goa in the year 1870 by erstwhile Portuguese. So this is how UCC came into picture. ये थोड़ा सा गोवा के बारे में बताया है, but UCC actually came in Goa in the year 1870 by Portuguese. Of course, you all know that Goa was a Portuguese colony. It was through Portuguese that we got the Goa. Further, it was retained even after the territory was merged with India in the 1961. So in 1961, Goa was part of India, but then also UCC was valid. Okay. Further, सबका पंजा साहब सुना है इसके बारे में? You heard about it? So the Gurudwara SGPC, Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, and the Pakistani Sikh Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee jointly observed the 100 years of Shahidi Sakka Panja Sahib. It is at Abdul city of Pakistan. There is a Punjab, you know that, right? In India, there is a Punjab state. In Pakistan, also there is a Punjab province. Punjab was divided in both the countries. In Punjab province, in Pakistan, there is this Gurudwara. और किसका है ये? मार्टिर मैसेक्योर है, ठीक है, एंड ये गुरुद्वारा को 100 years हो चुके हैं, एंड तो it is a historic part. So you should know this thing. Is Sakka Panja Sahib in India? No, it is not in India. Sakka Panja Sahib is a heroic event that took place on October 13, 1922 at Hassan Abdallah. सुनो क्यों important है ये. Let's listen to the story, and after that आपको जो important लगेगा वो note करोगे. I'll tell you, but still. Sakka Panja Sahib is a heroic event that took place on October 30th, 1922 at Hassan Abdal railway station close to the sacred shrine of Panja Sahib in Punjab province of Pakistan. On this day, Sikhs from nearby Panja Sahib wanted to serve langar to the Sikh prisoners, but they were told by the station master at Hassan Abdal station that the train would not stop at the station. In protest, the Sikhs squatted on the railway tracks, and as the train approached, the Sikhs who were determined to halt the train continued to stay, demanding their right to serve langar to the Sikh prisoners. The train finally came to a halt, but only after crushing many Sikh protesters, of whom Bhai Karam Singh and Bhai Pratap Singh died after getting serious injuries. Since then, both Sikhs are hailed as martyrs of Sakka Panja Sahib, who sacrificed their lives fighting for the rights of Sikhs against British. अब आपको story पता चली? हाँ? This is the whole story. So just tell me, Anish, what have you got to know? What is Sakka Panja Sahib story?
It was 1392.
What is that? What is this?
1992 को six जो wanted to serve langar to the six prisoners. तो ट्रेन रोकी नहीं थी, एंड ट्रेन रुकवाने के लिए हम लोगों ने ट्रैक पे बैठे, एंड
Thank you so very much.
ट्रैक पे लेट गए, एंड ट्रेन को फाइनली रुकवाया, बट उससे पहले काफी सारे सिक्स कुछ ले जा चुके थे, एंड उसके अंदर दो
The most famous of them क्या है स्वाति? जिनको आपको अगर कोई बंदा बोले साका पंजा साहिब, तो दो चीज आपके दिमाग में ऑलरेडी होनी चाहिए. फर्स्ट, it is in Pakistan. Second, it is 100th anniversary. And third, who are the two Sikhs which is part of this? Bhai Karam Singh and Bhai Pratap Singh. Okay, very respectable and very nice. ठीक है, अब थोड़ा सा और गुरुद्वारा पंजा साहिब के बारे में. ये दोनों नाम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे आर आल्सो कॉल्ड एज मार्टर्स ऑफ साका पंजा साहिब. ठीक है. अब अबाउट गुरुद्वारा पंजा साहिब. गुरुद्वारा पंजा साहिब इज अ फेमस गुरुद्वारा इन पाकिस्तान. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू. एंड गुरुद्वारा वाज बिल्ट ऑन द साइट बिलीव टू विजिटेड बाय गुरु नानक देव जी. यहाँ पर गए थे. ठीक है. किसके साथ गए थे? अपने कंपेनियन भाई मर्दाना के साथ. ये तो पता होगा, सुना है भाई मर्दाना के बारे में. वेरी फेमस. Okay, done. Then we have the exercise Garuda. This is the same thing that you were preparing that day. अभी किसका है? Don't see. Between both which countries? हाँ, देख लिया. अच्छा, good enough. Exercise Garuda is what? India and France का क्या है ये? Air Force, right? Okay. And कहाँ पे हुआ था ये? It is a bilateral exercise. Garuda. What? You understand something about Garuda? गरुड़ का मतलब क्या है? बर्ड. बर्ड. वेरी गुड. किसकी वर्ड थी? कोई रिलीजियस सिग्निफिकेंस है? रामायण, गीता में. कैन यू रिलेट टू सम डेटी? ये किस गॉड के साथ गरुड़ एसोसिएटेड है? व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस, ताकि आपको याद करने में इजी हो. लॉर्ड विष्णु. वेरी गुड. लॉर्ड विष्णु. So, Indian Air Force and French Air and Space Force एक एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, bilateral exercise गरुड़. Can you name some of the Air Force exercises इस your countries के बीच में? Anyhow, it is very important to understand the military exercises, the Air Force exercises, and the naval exercises that take place between two countries, especially India and its South India. Okay. आप अपने घर पर जाकर, I gave you yesterday also a homework. Let me see if someone remembers. What was the homework?
Currency note.
Very good. आप बताइए मुझे क्या होता है 20 रुपीस के नोट के पीछे? I'll get to know. हाँ?
I forgot that.
Is this how you're gonna prepare for CLAT? आज ही करो. हाँ, open your wallets. जो नोट जिसके पास है वो यहाँ रखो, बाद में ले लेना. टेक. बट पीछे की मुझे चीज बताओ क्या है. 3 तो नोट्स नहीं मिल गए मुझे. Make a column on your page. Write 10, 20. जल्दी लिखो स्वाति. 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, and 500, and 2000. ठीक है. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ठीक है. जल्दी से लिखो ये बताओ मुझे. We have on 20 note we have. Let's see. What do we have on 10, 20 note? We have the Ellora Caves. Keep on writing. This is yours, right? Ellora Caves. Then on 10 we have the Sun Temple Konark. This is also yours. Okay. 10 पे क्या है? Sun Temple Konark. 20 पे क्या है? Ellora Caves. कहाँ पर है Ellora? अजंता एलोरा.
औरंगाबाद.
अच्छा 200 पर है सांची स्तूपा. ठीक है. हंड्रेड पे एडजस्ट 50 का नोट है. 50 का जस्ट लीव इट. 100 पे क्या है? 100 पे इज रानी की वाव. ये तो मैंने कभी बताया था, जिसका भी है. एंड 500 पर है रेड फोर्ट. तो बचे कौन से? 2000 बच गया, 1000 और एक 50 बच गया, है ना. बाकी तो हो गए 10, 20, 100, 200, 500, राइट. पुराने I'm going to talk about the recent ones. 1, 5 rupees the notes are not so very important. अच्छा मुझे बताओ, yesterday we were discussing what we were discussing that the coins होते हैं. Nobody will answer, only Swati will answer. Okay. जो coins होते हैं, क्या उसका लेना देना RBI के साथ होता है या फिर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का? I made the question very easy. RBI कोई लेना देना नहीं
होता है.
क्या होता है RBI का लेना देना?
मतलब
Go ahead. Any one of you?
So are they distributed?
Yes.
Mhm.
Central government designs, RBI distributes. But as for the notes,
So
उसमें क्या होता है?
RBI
RBI और CG का क्या relation है? What is the relation?
CBI को design वगैरह को CBI and RBI then.
It is on the recommendations of central government, right? So let's go further. A lot of breaks that you've taken in between. Now, what is exercise Garud? Garud is the bilateral exercise between India and French. Come start with the 2003 में. This is the 7th edition. It doesn't happen annually. Please remember. Now, what is the aim? अब कोई भी चीज है bilateral exercise हो रही है. There must be a reason behind that. What is the reason behind that? It is to enhance the operational capability and interoperability. आपस में एक दूसरे को इकट्ठा बनाओ. दोनों की आर्मीज, दोनों की सॉरी नेवल फोर्सेस को सशक्त बनाओ. They can be independent and make the best out of it. Okay. अब note these important exercises because ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ गरुड़ के बारे में आ जाएगा. गरुड़ तो पता होना चाहिए. इंडिया फ्रांस नाम ही पता होना चाहिए. इंडिया एंड फ्रांस क्या है नेवल एक्सरसाइज. बट और भी चीजें हैं. शक्ति, शक्ति क्या है?
A4 naval.
A4 exercise. And Shakti kya hai? Shakti is a military exercise. It is also conducted between India and France. First time conducted in 2011. This was conducted first time in 2003. Okay. And it is the biennial. What is biennial? Once in 2 years. Exercise Varun. Varun is also there. Now what is Varun? अब देखो सारी एक्सरसाइज आ गई इंडिया फ्रांस की. Okay, this will be very easy. I'll draw it for you. Military, Air Force, Naval. I'm talking of India and France. What is Air Force strike? We just did. What is naval exercise? That is all Varun. What is military exercise? Shakti. ठीक है. ऐसे बहुत सारी कंट्रीज के साथ इंडिया की अलायंस चल रही है. So if you make this type of table, it will be easy for you to remember. Last we have exercise block rules. It's a multilateral. That means not only 2 countries, but there are a lot of countries. Multilateral maritime exercise. Maritime means again, Navy is coming in picture. Led by the French Navy, the Indian Navy participated for the first time in 2021. So now it's very important. Okay. Further. Tambu art. पढ़ा था इसके बारे में भी recently आया था ये परसों. नहीं पढ़ा. Now what is Tambu art? Wayanad farmer. Where is Wayanad? Yes. Wayanad farmer creates Ashok Chakra using Tambu art. This is Ashok Chakra. कितने होते हैं Ashok Chakra में spokes?
24.
Good. Okay. And he made Ashok Chakra using Tambu art. You can see the picture. Now what is Tambu art? Let's see. Tambu art is a technique that consists of creating a design with different varieties of rice directly in a rice field. एक rice field में rice को ही rice के साथ ही सजाना. That is called Tambu art. So अगर नाम पता चले Tambu, simply rice. There are a lot of reels on Instagram also when people draw that and put it out. So it reciprocates in that manner. The origin of this art came to Japan and Q, where people planted a paddy of various varieties to create desired images. Now the image of Ashok Chakra has created using 4 varieties of paddy: Nazar Bhat, Kala Bhat, Kapisala, and Ramli. Please do not remember all this. Not it's so important to learn to this. Next, tuberculosis TB. क्या है? The WHO just released the global TB report. Global TB report highlighting the impact of COVID pandemic on TB. What is TB? It's a disease. ठीक है. Global TB report is given by WHO. And TB के बारे में क्या बताएं? An estimated 10.6 million people fell ill with TB in 2021. That was increased. Please remember, COVID के बाद TB has increased. Okay. Don't remember the facts, but remember the pattern. TB death. 1.6 million people died from TB, including HIV positive people. Drug resistant, the burden of drug resistant TB increased by 3%. So everything has increased. Yeah, heading is TB. Okay, everything is increased after pandemic. We are talking about the pattern. We should understand the pattern. India and TB with 28% cases. India was among the 8 countries accounting for more than 2/3 of the total TB patient counts. You can understand yourself that India accounts for how much percent of the cases in the whole world of TB? 36% of deaths जो है इंडिया के कारण, इंडिया में होती है टीबी के कारण. इंडिया स्टैंड ऑन द रिपोर्ट. अब ये जो रिपोर्ट आई है कौन सी? द ग्लोबल टीबी रिपोर्ट. कौन देता है? WHO देता है. ये क्या इंडिया ने क्या बोला इसके बारे में कि क्या हो रहा है, ये क्यों हो रहा है? इंडिया सेज दैट इंडिया हैज परफॉर्म्ड बेटर on major metrics as compared to the countries over time. It says so, but that is not true. Okay. Now tuberculosis, please, very important. मैंने कल भी बताया था, there was what was the disease that I called that was caused by virus, not bacteria? नहीं. Yesterday I discussed some disease. Should be on your tips. Anyhow, TB is caused by a bacteria. Please note. And the bacteria's name is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. I know you're not going to be part of bio students, है ना? You're becoming judges or something. But इसको इतनी सी knowledge होनी चाहिए कि it is caused by bacteria. ठीक है? In humans, TB mostly common affects the lungs. TB, but it can have effect on the other organs. So mostly lungs. Most people who develop the disease are adults. Men account for 56%, women 32%, and children less. तो देखो जो चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, टीबी affects the lungs. पहली चीज सबसे ज्यादा होते हैं men में. Mostly the disease is for adults, men सबसे ज्यादा है, फिर women and then children. And TB is preventable and curable. It is important. Yesterday I discussed a disease which was told that it was not curable. Know the name of the disease? Seems that you have not revised. Anyhow, India's initiative to eliminate TB. Now, what is this? Even in the class, they talk to each other. India's initiative to eliminate TB under the Pradhan Mantri TB Mukta Bharat Abhiyan. It says that TB should be eradicated from the country by 2025. 5 years earlier than the global target. Globally also, the WHO has said that we will eliminate TB absolutely by 2030, but India said that we will do this 5 years before. Okay? Time around. Then we have the Nikashay Mitra. Now, what is Nikashay Mitra? Don't write, just listen. It is a component. ये basically TB treatment के है. Nikashay Mitra. ठीक है? और इतना ही याद रखो, बाकी याद पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं आगे. India conducts its own national TB prevalence survey to assess the true TB burden in the country, which is the largest such survey ever conducted. The Union Ministry for Health and Family Welfare also launched the TB Harega Desh Jitega campaign along with the survey. Currently, 2 vaccines, BPZ and Mycobacterium indicus pranai, have been developed for this. Please, इसमें से सिर्फ 2 चीजें learn करने the whole page में. First, Nikashay Mitra is used for TB treatment. First thing. Second thing, that there are 2 vaccines, that is VPM and MIP, जो अभी क्या नाम है TB को रखा गया है, which have been developed and identified for TB को solve करना. Just the 2, VPM and MIP. Okay. बाकी TB हारेगा देश जीतेगा, ये सब नाम से पता चल रहा है कि किसके लिए बात करें, TB की बात करें. Well, then we have one nation, one police. The Prime Minister has moved to the idea of one nation, one police uniform. He was addressing the State Home Ministers Conference on Internal Security Issues in Hyderabad. अब क्या है? नाम से पता चल रहा है one nation, one police uniform means कि पूरे भारत में सभी यूनिफॉर्म पुलिस ऑफिसर्स की यूनिफॉर्म सेम होनी चाहिए. Now this will not ensure only quality products due to the scale at which it produced, but also component. Naturally, जब पूरे भारत में you see यहाँ पिक्चर भी बनाई हुई है, you'll be able to relate yourself. खाकी तो सारे पहनते हैं, बट खाकी में भी वैरायटीज है ना? How will I take that? ये दिखता है ना? Able to see? तो जो ऊपर के चीजें हैं, जैसे कि जो एक्सेसरीज है वो डिफरेंट है. कैप देखिए, है ना? Then you have the dories type. So many things are different. It is all a part of India. We need to make it uniform. What will do this? This will provide us a common identity. Further, police uniforms in states. The Indian Constitution puts police force uniforms under the state of is who controls the uniform matters. It is the state government. And each of the 8 states have their own police force. Why? Because police and public order are listed in the state list of the 7th schedule. This is important. Okay, very important, the second point. Let's talk further. While police personnel in India are often associated with colored khaki, the uniform, I told you, khaki sab pehante hain, but there is a difference. Fourth point, since state governments and even an individual force can decide the uniform the personnel will wear, at the time inconsistencies in the official attire. For example, Kolkata police wear white uniforms. Puducherry police constable wear bright red caps with their khaki uniform. Delhi traffic police wear white and blue. ये तो आपने देखा ही होगा Delhi अगर है ना दिल्ली. So, but the most important point is that police आता ही state के अंदर है, state list के अंदर, and another 7th schedule for them. Then we have the glyphosate. Now, what is glyphosate? Government has restricted the use of herbicide glyphosate to authorize pest control operators, attracting criticism from industry bodies. I will first tell you what is it, then you write in simple plain language. Okay. About what is it? It is a non-selective herbicide that kills both allied types of plants. It is also used to regulate plant growth and ripen specific crops. It is banned in 28 countries, including all these, and as it may be carcinogenic as per a WHO study and remains as a residue in the current environment. Now, abhi kya hai? What is glyphosate? It is basically pest hote hain. You know about this? It's like a herbicide, weedicides pade hain, pesticides. Is it good for plants? No, it is not. Day before yesterday, I was seeing somewhere that if you want to kill weeds, unnecessary weeds, weeds kya hote hain? Unwanted plants that grow near the ground, surrounding areas of gardens. है ना? तो अगर हम उसको remove करना है, please, farmers what they do is spray weedicides, but that actually soil की जो nutrient quality है that hampers. तो उसके लिए I was seeing yesterday that you can put warm water, just spray on that warm water. अपने आप से weedicides खत्म हो जाएंगे. So this is a sort of a weedicide, basically herbicide that actually kills all the pest. But it is government has restricted, and you can see in 28 countries it is banned. ठीक है, ये क्या नाम है? इन crops को ripe कर देता है. ठीक है, it kills some types of plants also. What is the use? I told you to control weeds. मैंने अभी बताया ये. It is also combined with BT cotton. ठीक है, and it is also used in plantation agriculture. So basically, आपको सिर्फ no need to learn anything, because when you see questions made, questions are not going to assess कि हाँ जी ये लोग कितने strong है bio में या science में ऐसे. Questions are what is glyphosate? अगर आपको इतना ही नहीं पता glyphosate क्या है, you can simply write it is a type of a herbicide to control non-selective herbicide to control weeds. Okay, just write it is a non-selective herbicide. I am writing in short form to control weeds. Just note this thing. Okay. And now nobody will look upstairs. Don't look on the screen. Just look in your notebooks. I'll ask questions. Okay. Do not lift your faces until I say. Let's start one by one. All 4 of you can answer. We'll go from your side, right? Okay. UCC is under Article 40 of the Constitution. True or false?
Article
40.
UCC. False.
कौन से article के अंदर है?
1/4.
हाँ? कौन सा article? I couldn't hear you properly. कौन सा article के अंदर है?
1/4.
143 नहीं. मैंने गीतांजी से पूछा भी था इस आर्टिकल पहले तो ये किसके अंदर है? डीपीएसपी के अंदर. आप बताओ, हिंट मैंने दे दिया. 44. ठीक है, राइट गीतांजलि? सेकंड, डोंट लुक एट द स्क्रीन. नीचे देखो. गुरुद्वारा पंजा साहिब इज लोकेटेड इन हसन अफजल, पाकिस्तान. यस. एक्सरसाइज गरुड़ is a maritime exercise between India and Germany. What is the naval exercise called? Tambo art is origin related to Japan. Good. Okay, question again lies to the audience. Let's see कौन सबसे पहले पता है. प्रधानमंत्री टीबी मुक्त अभियान aims to eliminate TB from India by 2030.
2025.
Good. Okay. You want me to revise the whole thing? Let's quickly revise. We have time. Yes, we just neck to neck. जल्दी से revise करते हैं. And I want on tips सारा कुछ. काला नमक राइस कहाँ पर जाती थी काला नमक राइस? यूपी टेराई रीजन, नेपाल, 12 districts, and it is a modified version. क्यों modified है? क्यों गया हम ट्रेडिशनल से मॉडिफाइड? व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम? लोडिंग. लोडिंग क्या होता है? लोडिंग क्या होता है? व्हाट इज लोडिंग? जब ऊपर का
वेट बढ़ जाता है, गिर जाता है।
हाँ वो गिर जाता है. गुड. तो ट्रेडिशनल वैरायटीज और मॉडर्न वैरायटी में क्या फर्क है? यील्ड कितने मॉडर्न की?
डबल
डबल हो जाती है. ठीक है, डन. एंड जीआई टैग किसको मिला हुआ है? ट्रेडिशनल मॉडर्न को?
किसी को मॉडर्न
ट्रेडिशनल को मिला हुआ है जीआई. ये देखो, यू आर आल्सो डन टुडे. ट्रेडिशनल को मिला हुआ है जीआई टैग. ओके. न्यू वैरायटीज कहाँ? काला नमक की दोनों वैरायटीज का नाम क्या है? EMK
1630
52.
एंड अदर वन 38. ठीक है. चलो लेट्स टॉक यूसीसी. इज इट यूसीसी हो सकता है? पहली बार पॉसिबल है इंडिया में? नहीं. कौन से आर्टिकल के अंदर है? 44. कौन सी गवर्नमेंट ने कहा है कि यूसीसी हो ये सारी जगह? गुजरात. एंड आर्टिकल 44 इन्फोर्सेबल है? डीपीएसपी के अंदर आता है? डीपीएसपी के आर्टिकल्स क्या है? नंबरिंग क्या है? वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट. अच्छा, गोवा के बारे में थोड़ा सा कि गोवा में व्हेन डिड गोवा बिकम पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया? 19 हाँ गुड, वेरी गुड. 1961. तो उसके बाद यूसीसी है या नहीं है? ये है. नेक्स्ट. आओ साका पंजा साहिब. आप बताओ साका पंजा साहिब के बारे में. कहाँ पर है ये?
पाकिस्तान.
कौन सी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में? पंजाब प्रोविंस में. ठीक है. एंड साका पंजा साहिब के मार्टर्स का नाम क्या है? जो दो बहुत फेमस मार्टर्स है?
भाई करण सिंह और प्रताप सिंह.
वेरी गुड. चलो बस कहानी पता है तुम्हें, राइट? और क्या है? अच्छा, गुरुद्वारा में गुरु नानक देव जी विजिटेड किसके साथ? वेरी गुड, मरदाना. अच्छा, गरुड़. अब तुम जल्दी से टेबल बनाओ. इंडिया फ्रांस मिलिट्री कौन है? शक्ति. नेवल?
वरुण.
एयरफोर्स?
गरुड़.
वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट. व्हाई यू नॉट रिस्पोंडिंग क्विकली? ओके. एंड ये कब स्टार्ट हुआ था?
2021
नो,
3
में. ठीक है. एंड इट्स अ बायलैटरल एक्सरसाइज. और वो कब स्टार्ट हुआ था? वो 11 में. शक्ति. ठीक है. देन वी हैव टैम्बो आर्ट. व्हाट इज टैम्बो आर्ट?
वैरायटी ऑफ
लेट हिम आल्सो रिस्पोंड. टैम्बो आर्ट क्या है? राइस आर्ट होता है. कहाँ से आया ये? जापान से. रिसेंटली कहाँ बना था? केरला में, वायनाड में. ठीक है. बंदे ने क्या बनाया था? अशोक चक्र बनाया था. एंड ये क्या है? टैम्बो आर्ट राइस के डिफरेंट वैरायटी से यू मेक आउट. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट. ट्यूबरक्लोसिस. क्या इंडिया की पोजीशन की उसके बाद अच्छी हुई है, कम हुई है? ट्यूबरक्लोसिस में बढ़ी है. ओके. एंड कौन देता है ग्लोबल टीबी रिपोर्ट? WHO. एंड क्या है टीबी के बारे में? आप क्या, इज इट क्योरेबल? इट इज प्रिवेंटेबल एंड क्योरेबल. एंड टीबी की कौन सी दो वैक्सीन उन्होंने बोली अभी अंडर ट्रायल्स है? एंड VNP. ओके. एंड टीबी क्या वायरस से कॉज होता है? बैक्टीरिया. ओके. नेक्स्ट व्हाट वी हैव? Pranjal, you are late today. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Late today. I told you that we'll join tomorrow at 6. It's all because of you. We joined at 6. How come?
Sir, actually 6 o'clock तो क्लास खत्म होती है तो मेरे को 15-20 मिनट्स लग जाते हैं घर पहुंचने में.
Okay, you can watch the lecture, what you call, from YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Right now we have completed the 1st November current affairs, and in like 5 minutes we'll be starting with 2nd November current affairs. Okay, so you can join from that time, 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now you can just listen. I'm just revising the whole thing. Now, अच्छा, what next? TB के बारे में I told you TB treatment का क्या था? नहीं, TB treatment की एक वो था मित्र. कौन सा मित्र था? What is निक्षय मित्र? निक्षय मित्र was for TB treatment. और ये तो तुम्हें पता ही है कि प्रधानमंत्री said that TB should be eradicated from India by the year 2020 and globally 2030. चलो. One nation, one police uniform. What is this thing? किसने दिया है? Who told right now? It was the Pradhan Mantri. And what is this OPOR? One police, one uniform. OPOU. क्या है? ऑल ओवर द इंडिया वन यूनिफॉर्म हैज टू बी देयर. क्या देगा ये? इंटेग्रिटी हमारी बनाएगा, आइडेंटिटी कॉमन बनाएगा. ठीक है. एंड व्हाट वी कैन से, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट क्या था? पुलिस कम्स अंडर व्हिच लिस्ट? सॉरी,
Second list of schedule.
you were saying seventh list of second schedule. Okay. Then what do we have? Oh, glyphosate. क्या है glyphosate? एक simple line. It is a herbicide to control. That's it. Is it good? Is it banned? Is it a part of it? It is banned in other countries, not in India. In India, it is not banned. It is restricted. In other countries, it is banned. Okay, 28 countries, it is banned. Okay. Next, oh, then is the revision. Okay, we are done with that. Just come this side. Audible? Audible? Pranjal, audible? Pranjal, am I audible? Please check whether it is online on YouTube. You can see the screen, just tell me this thing. तुम ग्रुप पर हो ना? Just write Pranjal, are you audible? Huh? Visible? Screen is visible? Okay. Very unfortunate incident has. Very unfortunate incident. Done? No, I'm asking Harshit. We're waiting for you. Chalo, ठीक है. Very unfortunate.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay, let's start. I'm talking discussing 2nd of November. Okay. Very unfortunate. You know about all this now? Very unfortunate incident happened in the Morbi Bridge. Pradhan Mantri also visited for all the collapse that has happened. If you have seen the video that was spending just minutes before this happened, you can see how it happened. And because of what all calamities or what all negligence that was performed by the people there, that they faced such a big, big loss. Let's talk. So we are looking for the aspects from CLAT and UPSC perspective. So let's understand it क्या है Machu River and Morbi Bridge. अब तक तो सबको पता होगा Morbi Bridge कहाँ पर था? It was in Gujarat. So this was the Machu River and this was the Morbi Bridge. Is it visible or else you come this side? It's visible right now. So this is what happened. This is the pedestrian bridge. It was a collapse. There arrested 9 people, and that killed at least 141. You can see what a drastic loss it was for the whole country. So let's talk about its analytical point of view. So we were discussing Morbi Bridge, that is in Machu River. Okay. आपको कल भी मैंने बताया कि कोई भी river आए, what you have to see first of all, it is a distributary of water. ठीक है? So your homework would be the Machu River lies इसकी distributary, इसका source क्या है? ठीक है? You need to find this out. Let's talk. Locally known as the Julto Pool is one of the tourist attractions of Morbi district in Gujarat. It has even closed renovation for 6 months and reopened. And this bridge was 1.25 meters long. You need not remember please all these things. Just remember कि कौन सी river में था. The bridge was originally built by the princely state of Morbi and was considered as a marvel of British Indians. This bridge was not built by Indians; it was built by the Britishers. Okay, under the Britishers. Now Britishers will not do because they used to serve India as a labor. Sir Vagaji Thakur, who ruled the Morbi till 1922, was inspired by the colonial influence and decided to construct the bridge. The bridge was built in 1880 to connect Darbargand Palace and Nazarbagh Palace. Morbi is an industrial town with thousands of factories making ceramic tiles and bathroom products and wall clocks. Okay? These things are important. Remember one thing, that Morbi was ruled by Sir Vagji Thakur until 1922. And it was he जिसने क्या नाम है ये build करवाया Britishers से. It was a princely state. You know what is princely state? है ना? You must have read in history also. There were some states that were governed by the government, some that were governed by the Britishers, some that were princely. More or less, it was princely and the Britishers. Okay. So can someone tell me, जो initially वो बना था हमारा first constituent assembly, how much percentage was given to the princely and how much was that, or the number?
93%.
Sure about that? Take note. You can tally once again. Pranjal, you know about this?
No.
Anyhow, you will find it out and let me know how much was given to the princely state that time and how much was with the government. Next, Machu River. See, Machu River is a north flowing river of Saurashtra in Gujarat state. It originates from Madla Hills and meets in the run of Kutch. Very important that Machu River पे basically ये कहाँ से originate करती है, जो चीजें important है वो note करना. Madla Hills से कहाँ जाके खत्म होती है, रन ऑफ कच्छ में. कौन से डायरेक्शन फ्लोइंग रिवर है, नॉर्थ फ्लोइंग रिवर है. मच्छु रिवर में कितने डैम्स है, 2 डैम्स है. द वन डैम इज मच्छु 1, अदर इज मच्छु 2. ओके, रिमेंबर आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ डैम्स नॉट ब्रिजेस. ब्रिज बोलता तो मोरबी अब. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट we have C-295 aircraft. The Prime Minister has laid the foundation of C-295 aircraft in Gujarat of a Tata Airbus consortium that will manufacture the transport aircraft for the Indian Air Force. What is it? What is C-295? C-295 is an airlifter. So it is C-295. अगर आपको वैसे भी अगर आए क्वेश्चन, what is C-295? It is an aircraft. Okay, it is manufactured by Airbus Defence and Space in Spain. Now, what is the use of C-295? It can carry troops and logistical supplies from main airports to the forward operating airfields of the country. It is just a aircraft which it can work in the light and medium segment. Okay, that's it. और इनका C-295 का प्लांट बना है गुजरात. ठीक है. ये एक टाइप ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट है, सामान को एक फील्ड से उठाकर, एक फील्ड मतलब एयरफोर्स फील्ड से दूसरे फील्ड में। सो नोट टू थिंग्स, प्रधानमंत्री लेड द फाउंडिंग प्लांट ऑफ C-295 मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट वडोदरा में। सेकंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, इट इज अ ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट। थर्ड, इट इज बेसिकली लाइट एंड मीडियम, मतलब उतने ही लाइट तक जा सकता है। एंड फोर्थ, इट कैन कैरी ट्रूप्स एंड लॉजिस्टिक्स। मैंने वो बता ही दिया, वैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट है मतलब उठा के कोई चीज कहीं से नहीं लेकर। इट कैन ऑल्सो ऑपरेट ऑन शॉर्ट अनप्रिपेयर्ड एयरस्ट्रिप्स कॉल्ड शॉर्ट टेक ऑफ एंड लैंडिंग। इट कैन एडिशनली यूज एज कैजुअलिटी, मैंने वो सिर्फ ट्रांसपोर्ट नहीं है और भी चीजें कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि कैजुअलिटी हो जाए, किसी की डेथ हो जाए तो आप वहां से लेकर आना उसको, है ना, टाइप ऑफ, यू हैव सीन ऑल दिस इन मूवीज आल्सो, how aircrafts being in Kedarnath also this was there, India has concluded a deal with Airbus for C-295 medium air transport craft. As a part of the deal, first 16 aircraft in the flyaway condition from Spain within 4 years, and the subsequent 40 aircraft will be manufactured for Tata Airways. Now, features of C-295. ये important है, note करो. C-295 is a 5 to 10 ton capacity. It has a speed of 480 kilometers per hour. It has a rear ramp door. Now, what is the rear ramp door? You can see this is there. It's just opening like a shark. Right? It opens it from this mouth, and you can see it has a rear ramp door for quick reaction and paratrooping of troops and cargos. And the company claims that the aircraft has long unboosted cabin in its class, which can accommodate 71 seats. So हमें इसके बारे में PhD तो करनी नहीं है ना, ना ही हमने डेवलप करना है C-295 स्पीड के तो 480, ठीक है। So हमने क्या नोट करने वाले पॉइंट्स है, I'll just revise. Why I'm revising? Because you belong to non-science background, all of you, ठीक है। So it is important for me to understand क्या क्या लिखो, उतना ही लिखो। First, C-295 प्रधानमंत्री ने वडोदरा में इसका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट गुजरात इंडिया में खोला। सेकंड, इट इज अ ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट। थर्ड, इट कैन वर्क इन लाइट एंड मीडियम सेगमेंट। फोर्थ, इट इज नॉट, ये कैजुअलिटी मेडिकल चीजों को या फिर ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए ये चीजों को काम आता है। देन फिफ्थ, इट इज अ 5 to 10 टन कैपेसिटी इसके अंदर है जगह सामान रखने की, एंड मैक्सिमम स्पीड 480 किलोमीटर, ठीक है, दैट्स इट। अब मियावाकी फॉरेस्ट, आप पता है मियावाकी फॉरेस्ट क्या है? व्हाट इज मियावाकी? व्हाट अबाउट मियावाकी? बेसिकली टेक्निक, ये किससे इंस्पायर्ड है? दिस टेक्निक इज जापानीज इंस्पायर्ड टेक्निक, वेरी फेमस टेक्निक है। Recently, the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi dedicated the Maze Garden and the Miyawaki Forest in Ekta, Gujarat. So, what is Miyawaki Forest? Let's see about this. Miyawaki, a forest can be developed in just 2 to 3 years. अब मेथड समझना, मियावाकी एक कंसेप्ट है, जापान से आया है। व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट? इस कंसेप्ट में कोई भी फॉरेस्ट, आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ फॉरेस्ट, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग गार्डन। फॉरेस्ट मींस डेंस ट्रीज, डेंस प्लांटेशन, है ना। तो कोई भी फॉरेस्ट आप 2 से 3 साल में बना सकते हैं, जो कि इम्पॉसिबल है, क्योंकि लगभग उसको 20 से 30 साल लगते हैं ट्रेडिशनल मेथड से। वाई? अगर मियावाकी यूज करें, मियावाकी मेथड इसके थ्रू प्लांट्स 10 टाइम फास्ट ग्रो कर सकते हैं, एंड द रिजल्ट फॉरेस्ट 30 टाइम डेंस हो जाता है। मैंने बताया डेंस मींस दैट इन द सेम लैंड यू हैव प्लांटेशंस, वही यील्ड वाला, मोर प्लांटेशंस पर हेक्टेयर, ठीक है, वही। अब बाकी क्या बताएंगे इसके बारे में? द मियावाकी फॉरेस्ट विल इंक्लूड अ नेटिव फॉरेस्ट, फ्लोरल गार्डन, टिम्बर गार्डन, फ्रूट गार्डन, मेडिसिनल गार्डन। दिस इज नॉट सम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बस ये याद रखना मियावाकी फॉरेस्ट अभी गुजरात में हुआ है, ठीक है, एंड इट इज रिलेटेड टू जापान, एंड इसमें फॉरेस्ट को आप 2 से 3 साल में डेवलप कर लेते हो, एंड इट इज 10 टाइम्स यहाँ पे ग्रोथ फास्ट होती है। नाउ व्हाट इज मेज गार्डन? Maze garden is a type of garden that is grown and landscaped in such a way that a maze पता है क्या होता है? What is maze? Would you like? Yes. So the maze garden in Gujarat is spread over 3 acres of land, largest such garden in India. ठीक है? The garden has a pathway of this. It has been designed to shape out Shri Yantra, which is brilliant to bring positive nurturing. And 120. This is all not important. Just note this one, that maze garden is the largest garden that is developed in India in Gujarat, and it is of the shape of Shri Yantra. ठीक है, that's it. Yeah, example. Maze garden. You have to find your way to move out. This is the Miyawaki forest. So maze garden is a part of Miyawaki forest. ठीक है? You have timber garden, floral garden, and this, all these gardens. No, it is not a part. Sorry, Maze Garden is allowed separate. Both of them अभी गुजरात में नहीं बना ये separate. Okay, this is the Maze Garden. This is the Miyawaki Forest. Right. Next, what do we have? My socks. ये क्या था? समांथा प्रभु ने अभी अभी एक डिजीज हुई है उसको. This is myositis. I laughed because in recent UPSC prelims exam also there was a question. I'll not tell you the name of that celebrity. He TV celebrity थी, and that lady or something. She was a female. उसने ट्विटर पे कुछ डाला था. कहीं गई हुई हिमालयस के पास. And can you imagine UPSC being such a prestigious institution asked a question from that part? वो जहां जाकर आई थी उस जगह का कोई point. You have to find out. You can see it is a very famous thing. So ये भी इसीलिए famous आई थी समांथा प्रभु की कि इसको ये बीमारी हुई है myositis and myositis, and we can see क्या होता है myositis. We know about Samantha Prabhu. She's a famous South Indian star. Now, what is myositis? It is a rare condition that causes muscles to become weak, painful, and tired. Myo means muscle. It means inflammation. When the muscles are inflamed, they may be swollen and susceptible to pain. Muscles weak हो जाते हैं और painful हो जाते हैं और swollen हो जाते हैं, फूल जाते हैं, ठीक है? It is usually caused by a problem with the immune system. Your immune system is weak, your nervous system is weak, where it mistakenly attacks the healthy tissues. In most cases, the exact cause of myositis is unknown. Prevalence around 4 to 20 cases per 1 lakh population. It is very rare. It is not कि आपको मिल जाए. Myositis can affect both children and adults. With an exception of one type of myositis, women are more likely to be affected by it. This is one thing. That myositis women में ज़्यादा होती है, men में कम. ठीक है? TB किसमें होती है? Types of myositis अब हमें इतना detail जाने की. Symptoms. The general symptoms may include muscle pain. मैंने बताया ही है, muscles weak हो जाते हैं. And breathing में problem होती है, and swallowing में difficulty होती है, and there is no medical treatment. TB क्या curable था? Yes. There is no medical treatment that fits all to immunosuppressant drugs and recommend along with the physical therapy, exercise, stretching, and yoga, which can help the muscles keep strong. So it is basically आपको there is no one medical treatment कि आप अगर एक दवाई लोगे तो हो जाएगा. It is basically आप अपना lifestyle change करोगे. Then you can see changes in you. ये नहीं है कि it is not curable. It is curable. But एक treatment से नहीं कि आपने एक दवाई ले ली हो गया काम. Stretching, exercise, yoga, all these things. If you change your lifestyle, you can find way to get rid of myositis. Okay. Then we have the IMT relax. What is this IMT? This is also an exercise. अब ये क्या है? It is a trilateral exercise. Trilateral means 3 countries are participating. Which 3 countries? India, Mozambique, and Tanzania. कहाँ है ये Mozambique, Tanzania? Trilateral exercise has started in Tanzania. It is a trilateral maritime, means navy, among Indian, Mozambique, and Tanzania navies. Objective of this exercise वही मैंने बताया था, आपस में strengthening, interoperability, आपस में इकट्ठा होना, एक capability development, ठीक है? Indian Navy is represented by the guides missile of frigate INS Tarkash. कहाँ हमने पढ़ा था INS Tarkash? कुछ दिन पहले ही पढ़ा था. हाँ तो बट एबर मार्स तो वो क्या था? एबर मार्स एबर समर इंडिया, ब्राजील, साउथ अफ्रीका. यू कैन सी. अब देखो साउथ अफ्रीका में भी हम किस बात करें? मोजाम्बिक और टांजानिया. कहाँ है मोजाम्बिक और टांजानिया? वो समर है समझो. कहाँ है मोजाम्बिक और टांजानिया? कैन समबडी फाइंड दिस? इज मोजाम्बिक उसके ऊपर एंड दिस इज कैन यू सी साउथ अफ्रीका. So it was a part of, अभी हमने थोड़ा टाइम पहले डिस्कस भी किया था, ये भी समार जहाँ पे INS प्रकाश को पाया गया था. ओके. तो यहाँ पे इंडिया ने कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करा था इस ट्रायलेट में? इंडिया रिप्रेजेंटेड थ्रू इसकी ये वाली लेकर गया था, चेतक हेलीकॉप्टर लेकर गया था और मार्कोस लेकर गया था. What is the significance? आपको वो बता दिया. This is all discussed above only. With cooperation, interoperability, and capability development. This is not so important because you can do it. And also, एक और चीज, India aims for Sagar. You should know what is Sagar. सागर is Indian Ocean region में. Indian Ocean region मतलब this region. If you can understand, I can draw like that. है ना, this region. इंडियन ओशन रीजन में इंडिया चाहता है कि अपने सारे नेबर्स के साथ वो सागर मींस सेफ्टी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल इन इंडियन ओशन रीजन, उसके अंडर इंडिया चाहता है कि अपनी मैरीटाइम एक्सेस को बढ़ावा दे. तभी इंडिया का नाम है इन कंट्रीज के साथ पार्ट लेते हैं. यू कैन सी इंडियन ओशन रीजन अभी जैसे साउथ अफ्रीका है, राइट? सो इंडिया इज दिस साइड, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल इज इन इंडियन ओशन रीजन. इफ यू कैन सी द मैप, विजुअलाइज इंडिया कहाँ पर है ना? इट इज द वर्ल्ड मैप. दिस इज रशिया, दिस इज इंडिया, राइट? आई एम जस्ट ड्राइंग लाइक दिस. दिस इज अफ्रीका. So this all is Indian Ocean region, right? So India Ocean region, that's why is performing these type of maritime exercises for promotion of Sagar. Sagar means safety and growth for all in the region, right or wrong? Next, we have Rakshan and Taj Bibi. What is Rakshan and Taj Bibi? पढ़ा है? दोनों डिवोटीज थे लॉर्ड कृष्णा के, और उत्तर प्रदेश में बनाया गया रक्षण ताज रक्षण कह रहा हूं मैं, रसखन एंड ताज बीबी. रसखन और सैयद इब्राहिम खान was a 16th century Sufi Muslim poet born in Amroha in Uttar Pradesh. Raskan was his pen name. Pen name, you understand? Can you give me some pen name example? Any that you can recount of?
Nickname.
Pen name. Pen name is when someone is जैसे कि if you have read in Hindi, there is a poet Dinkar. है ना कहाँ? So उनका भी एक pen name है. Pen name is a sort of nickname, but not exactly a nickname because it is actually given by its readers. Like a stage name, like the readers give that name to him or her. So chalo, anyhow, Raskan is a pen name, and he became a follower of Krishna and spent his life. You can understand he's a Muslim, and that was a Sufi Muslim, and he believed follower of Krishna. So Indian government, that is specifically the Uttar Pradesh, actually made what do you call it, an open air theater or something, a tomb जो थी इनकी रस्कन और ताज बीबी की, उनको उसमें डेवलप करा. पता होना चाहिए रस्कन क्या है. It is a Sufi poet and follower. His poetry is in the form of Doha, Padavali, and Sayya. You need not remember. Oh, Taj Bibi, ये तो मुगल की मीराबाई थी. She was a daughter of Padna Khan. Taj Bibi was married to Akbar, so important, and was appointed by the Mughals to protect the Gokul area. Gokul, Krishna का Khels Khan, ठीक है? No, Gokul Nandabastio. Right or wrong? So Taj Bibi was the wife of Akbar, and Taj Bibi को बोला था गोकुल का वो रखो. जब कोई बंदा जिस एरिया का उसको बना देते हैं, तो ना चाहते हुए भी वो उस एरिया को अपने अंदर बसा लेते हैं. In a similar manner, so Gokul influenced Taj Bibi, and that's why Lord Krishna was an inspiration for Taj Bibi. Further, she wrote poetry during the Mughal time. Both of them were poets, okay? But this what you call Raskan was a Sufi poet. Now, first amendment to the Constitution. This is, I guess, सबको पता होगा. पढ़ा भी होगा. Representation of People Act. पढ़ा है RTA के बारे में? Let's talk about the first amendment of the Constitution. The Supreme Court, first let's read about it. The Supreme Court agreed to examine a PIL challenging the changes made to the right of freedom and speech and expression by the First Amendment to the Constitution 1951, with the petitioner contending that the amendment damages the basic structure doctrine. Now, what is it? The first amendment that was made by the first Prime Minister was passed under the first Prime Minister, and it was in 1951. The First Amendment made the articles made changes, empowering the states to make their special provision. Okay, especially अगर उन्होंने they need to socially and educationally empower backward classes, SCs and STs. Post the amendment, the state is prevented from enacting laws curbing citizens' rights, and it also prevents states from making laws to acquire any citizen's state. The amendment also added a 9th schedule. Please remember, First Amendment to the Constitution added 9th schedule. How many schedules are there in the Indian Constitution? Yes. Listing a number of state laws which cannot be changed in the courts. But the amendment also introduced 3 new exceptions to the right to freedom of speech. Please note, now citizens do not have the right to speak freely if their words are imperiled public order, incite the commission of the offense, or affect friendly relations with foreign states. इन 3 जगहों पे उन्होंने what do you call the first amendment. Actually, हमको मैंने बताया था yesterday about freedom of speech and expression. It doesn't mean that you can speak freely everywhere and express everywhere. It's not that. You are still limited and bounded. And who gave these type of foundations? It was the First Amendment. And उन्होंने क्या बोला था? अगर तो public order को disrupt करे, ये तीनों please point लिखना. ये freedom of speech and expression को 3 exceptions दी गई थी under the first schedule. First Amendment. First was अगर वो in public order को disturb करते. Second, अगर वो किसी offense को incite मतलब आप किसी को बढ़ावा provoke करते हो, आपके expression ऐसे हो, आप जाके कोई hate speech दे दो किसी उसमें से दरगाह में या कुछ टेम्पल में, एंड वो इंसाइट कर दे, दैट एक्साइट्स द ऑफेंस. बाद में बंदा बोले कि हाँ जी मैंने तो वो स्पीच सुनी थी एंड मैंने वो स्पीच सुन के ये कर दिया, दंगे कर दिए, you know, the jihads and all these things happen. But I'm just taking an example. It's not all because of that, but it is कि हाँ जी we have been curbed, कि ये अब it has been stopped. It was stopped under First Amendment. And third is अगर foreign states के साथ आपके relation कहीं भी disturb होते हैं, so those speeches and expressions are prohibited. Now, other changes brought by this amendment were empowering the president and governor to summon and probe. ये summon and probe का option First Amendment में आया था. And each out for a session in an interval of less than 6 months, disallowing the judges who are not Indian citizens from being appointed as the Chief Justice of any High Court or judges of any other courts, and disallowing the president from modifying any law within 3 years from the commencement of the Constitution. Okay, so there are a lot of provisions that are made under the First Amendment to the Constitution. You need to see, because you might have read under this. अगर आपके पास है RPA and you know other constitutional आपने जो Constitution पढ़ी होगी, so these things are important because it's not an amendment. Some amendments are very important, like you are known of what is the 42nd amendment's relevance? Pranjal, बोलो. 42nd amendment क्या थी?
It added the 3 words to preamble.
Preamble.
Yes, preamble and
Some major amendments are there which need to be changed. Ninth schedule was entered by the Prime Minister of Jawaharlal Nehru, 1951. Oh, all of you look down, okay, and let's talk one by one. Morbi Bridge is in Meghalaya. Bolo, you tell, Swati. Morbi Bridge is in Meghalaya. True or false? Morbi Bridge. Morbi Bridge is in Meghalaya. Hi. Good. Second, C-295 aircraft was built in Spain by Airbus Defence and Space.
Designed in Spain.
First amendment of the Constitution was passed in 1961. Harshita, Kaviti, Harasthan. His poetry is from in the form of Doha, Padavali, and Soya. Okay. Done. Should I revise all that? Sure, let's revise quickly. All on the screen. Machu River and Morbi Bridge. Morbi Bridge is in Machu River. Okay. And Machu River के बारे में और क्या बताओगे? Machu River जल्दी से कहाँ से start होती है? It starts from the Malwa Hills, Matla Hills. And कहाँ जाके community होती है? Run of Kutch में. Second, कहाँ पे इसका वो है North Flowing River है. Third, कितने dams है? 2, Machu 1 and Machu 2. And Morbi क्या है? Morbi town है basically. Industrial town है. क्या मिलता है? Ceramic tile, bathroom products and wall clocks. And ये किसने बनाई थी Morbi town? 1922 में सरवागजी ठाकुर ने. ठीक है? And built कब बना? Bridge कब बना था? 1880 में. So basically it is Morbi town है and उस town के अंदर Morbi bridge है. ठीक है? And वो bridge जो है वो Machu river पे है. Okay? Don't get confused with the names. And Morbi was a princely town. Next, C-295 aircraft. I know about already about this. Vadodara में था.
So Morbi is the name of the place.
Yes, Morbi is the name of a place. See, it is a Morbi is a district. It's basically an industrial town. Okay. and you can see the bridge was also named by Morbi under the name of that what do you call town, Morbi. You can see it's written here. It is a princely state of Morbi, and that time it was a princely state. Now it is a part of Gujarat, so not a state. Okay, it is a town in Gujarat. Next we have C295. जल्दी से प्रधानमंत्री ने अभी वडोदरा में करा है. And कौन इसको मैन्युफैक्चर कहाँ हुआ था? टाटा, सॉरी, एयरबस डिफेंस एंड स्पेस इन स्पेन. क्या है? इट इज अ कैरियर ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट है. ठीक है, लाइट एंड मीडियम सेगमेंट में है. कितनी इसकी कैपेसिटी? 5 to 10 कैपेसिटी, मैक्सिमम स्पीड 480 किलोमीटर पर आवर. ठीक है. एंड नेक्स्ट व्हाट डू वी हैव? मियावाकी. मियावाकी मैंने बताया था 2 से 3 साल में फॉरेस्ट खड़ा हो सकता है. जापान का है, एंड अदरवाइज फॉरेस्ट खड़ा करना 20 to 30 इयर्स लगते हैं. एंड कहाँ बना है? ये अभी भी गुजरात में बना है मियावाकी. एंड दिस वन मोर मेज फॉरेस्ट. ठीक है, मेज सॉरी गार्डन. ठीक है, मेज गार्डन भी अभी कहाँ बना है? यह गुजरात में बना है. इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ श्री यंत्र. ठीक है, श्री यू नो व्हाट श्री. वैसे अगर इसको पूरा एनालाइज करोगे आपको पता चलेगा श्री यंत्र क्या है. लेट्स यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज श्री. It's in the form of, we have swastik also, we have Shri also. It's in form of that, but you need deep understanding. Myositis, myositis क्या है? Samantha Prabhu, it is basically weakening of muscles. Your muscles become very weak because of the weak immune system. Okay, next. Is it good for you? मायोसाइटिस के बारे में क्या बताया है? इट्स प्रॉब्लम विद द इम्यून सिस्टम. ठीक है, आपको बताया है. ओके, नेक्स्ट व्हाट डू वी हैव? मायोसाइटिस के बाद देयर इज नो मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट. यू हैव टू चेंज योर लाइफस्टाइल इन ऑर्डर टू प्रिवेंट दिस मायोसाइटिस. IMD ट्रायल एक्ट. व्हाट इज दिस? नेवल एक्सरसाइज. कहां पर? 3 कंट्रीज के बीच में. कौन सी 3 कंट्रीज? मोजाम्बिक, तंजानिया एंड इंडिया. एंड क्या क्या इंडिया लेकर गया था अपना? प्रकाश, चेतक. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. तरकाश, चेतक एंड मार्कोस. तरकाश का मैंने अभी बताया था, एबसमार में भी यूज हुआ. तरकाश साउथ अफ्रीका, ब्राजील एंड इंडिया. तब वो क्वीन पोर्ट में यूज हुआ था. ठीक है. एंड कोई भी नेवल एक्सरसाइज है, आर्मी एक्सरसाइज है, कुछ भी हो, इट इज बेसिकली इनहांसिंग इंटरऑपरेबिलिटी, आपस में कोऑर्डिनेशन तीनों कंट्रीज के. एंड सो दैट इट, एंड ये क्यों कर रहा है इंडिया? क्यों ऐसी मैरीटाइम एक्सरसाइज कर रहा है? बिकॉज वो इंडियन ओशन रीजन में सागर लाना चाहता है. सागर मींस सेफ्टी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल. ठीक है, ये इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के चक्कर में वो अपना बढ़ा रहा है, नेवल एक्सरसाइजेस बढ़ा रहे हैं. रस्कन एंड ताज बीबी. क्या है रस्कन एंड ताज बीबी? बोथ ऑफ देम आर पोएट्स. ताज बीबी वाज द वाइफ ऑफ अकबर, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम हैव बीन डेवलप्ड. उनके टोम्स को रीडेवलप करा गया है, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम आर प्रीचर्स ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा. एंड रस्कन वाज अ सूफी मुस्लिम पोएट. ठीक है, एंड इन्होंने इसका पोएम जो पेन नेम था वो रस्कन था. ठीक है. एंड रस्कन वृंदावन में था. रिमेंबर, रस्कन वृंदावन में था, ताज बीबी गोकुल में. फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड अबाउट दिस, स्टार्टेड 1951 बाय जवाहरलाल नेहरू टू मेक. ये क्या है? इसमें 9th शेड्यूल ऐड कर दिया गया था. और क्या करा था? दैट इसने बताया था कि फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन को 3 जगह आप यू कैन स्टॉप. दैट इज इन पब्लिक ऑर्डर, एंड इफ यू आर इंसाइटिंग एनी ऑफेंस, एंड इफ यू आर कर्विंग द फ्रेंडली रिलेशन विद फॉरेस्ट राइट. ठीक है. देन व्हाट वी हैव? फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट, ये ऑफ कोर्स प्रेसिडेंट को, गवर्नर को सामान्य प्रोग का चांस भी इन्होंने दिया था. ठीक है. व्हाट डू वी हैव नेक्स्ट? दैट्स इट. ठीक है. नाउ जस्ट होल्ड ऑन. Who all want to go and who all want to stay? Because I'm going to discuss third November is also class. Is there any issue for someone to stay back for 10-15 minutes more? हाँ स्वाति, नमस्कार. अब तो यहीं पर नहीं. Gitanjali, you are to Chelsea. And what about you, Anish? You can do that. But let me just see. Any doubts for today's both classes, first of all? Yes or no? In that case, I need to leave for somewhere. We'll discuss third office tomorrow. Okay. And as I've discussed earlier, On 5th, we are conducting a test. Okay. From 1st to 31st. वो तो कब का हो गया 31st तक, right? अब तो रिवीजन चल रही होगी आप लोगों की. I told you 17th I joined. 17th you have proper notes with you, and from 1st to 15th you can talk through any other channel that is in the current affairs channel. You can discuss, read it out. I want only the main topics to be figured out. Okay. From tomorrow, or we can do one thing. We can start with some chapter. We have 15 minutes. Okay. We have book. There's one CLAT book line there. Just give me that book.
But I have to look the index picture. Should I send you?
You need to send me that yesterday. You didn't send me. वो भेजना मुझे CLAT book देना.
I can't come on.
Where are you going?
I have no LST, but semester.
Oh, okay. Anyhow, the people. In 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Not now. 15-20 minutes. Okay. Anyhow, I told you the test for online classes, online students would be sent on the WhatsApp, right, Pranjal? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
The online test to you would be sent as a picture, है ना?
Okay, sir.
Classes timings are 6 only. Today, आज क्या हुआ था? Scene क्या था तुम्हारा? Why did they call me early? Why you class miss हुई थी? When did you come today into the institute? What were you?
11.
11. What are you doing since 11?
We had two classes, 11 to 12 below and 1 to 2.
Both of them taken by Ankur?
Yes.
And उसके बाद?
एक क्लास होती है
नहीं तो आज तक नहीं
उसके कौन सी क्लास थी? होती है जो? अच्छा वो काम. You don't say came. Is this this is a reliable source? You tell me. This is a reliable state. You are following McGraw-Hill only, Pranjal?
Sorry, sir.
Are you following McGraw-Hill for CLAT book?
No, sir.
What are you using?
So I'm using some other book Nisha ma'am told me.
क्या नाम है?
So it was according to the current affairs one, the monthly current affairs book.
Anyhow, no problem. Let's not waste time. Let's quickly discuss about it. English, we can discuss English first. Okay. 10 minutes will discuss. So that as per the promise that we did, I need to start. You are new, Anish. I'll tell you. There are 5 parts of your syllabus. What are the 5 parts? There are 5 parts of CLAT. Just speak loudly so that all the viewers can also listen.
legal reasoning, logical reasoning,
बोलो. Maths, right? You say maths. So English, computer, maths, and logical will be taken by me. Legal, you're doing with whosoever you want to. It'll be a crash course from today till your exam 16, 18. Okay? And don't try to miss classes. Tomorrow, tomorrow we will wrap it a little more faster. Oh, you got the book, notebook, right? Which had the timings that I gave you, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You had the copy under which you wrote that day. She was telling that Ashita has it. I really like that, you know. That's why I say prefer one notebook only. Achha, from tomorrow, aaj ko chalo, you have not. From tomorrow onwards, buy 3 notebooks, thin, very thin. I'm not saying spend a lot of money. These are very thin notebooks, but don't use the same copy. Okay? Very thin notebooks you can use. So, Pranjal, you can, understand? I'm going to take maths as 20 minutes, English as 20 minutes, current affairs at 50 minutes, and logical, analytical reasoning, another bucky rest of the minutes. Okay. So 2-hour class, we will do it very quickly. If they say 6 o'clock, that means you're going to stay till 8. I prefer, you can also see, agar tum logo ko jaldi hota hai, I prefer coming at around 5:30. 5:30 is better for me. but that depends upon all you guys. Otherwise, we can start it good at around 5:56 each. Okay, and 6 is okay for all, right, Pranjal? You can take
Oh,
from
yes, sir.
6:30. You can take from
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
but we start the class from 6 because otherwise they're very hateful because they're all girls here. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay.
so that's not a lot of time has been wasted on understanding the logics only. Subha, they are not preferring. I am for myself a very good.
All of them are preferring.
You guys are preferring. They're asking for this girl. You can ask Pranjal says. Pranjal, is it okay for you to attend in morning? It is 4:1. Now you can talk to her directly. I am
So, morning what time?
morning as early as possible. See, instead of that 8, yeah, 8 to 10 is excellent for me. Not 10, 9:30. Then in the evening we can take her like half an hour or 1 hour if it is required. Else it is not. I'll try to wrap it more concisely. 8 to 9:30.
So, actually, I have my school in morning till 1.
I tell you now, there's a school problem coming up. You have to fix them.
After this, it's a 20 minutes straight from sector 32.
I understand. But then you can join at 6:30. That time, after then, I'll be doing current affairs. Okay. 6:30 would he care? 6 to 8 is fine if they are saying. Otherwise, I would rather prefer them in the morning only. Okay. So, quickly, let's discuss some things. Okay. You do get your book that day, tomorrow. Okay. Do not forget that book. So as I'm being told, I want some information so that अगर आज नहीं भी हम start कर पाते, at least एक थोड़ा सा knowledge हो पाएगी हमारे लिए. I'm using your notebook, okay? Is it a 200 marks paper?
150.
This is a 150 mark. This is the old book. That means you need to get that book tomorrow. It's a 150 mark paper, and you are saying the examination is for 2 hours, and weightage is 40 marks English, 50 marks GK. Maths is 20. That's the least.
30.
30. Maths is 30.
Current affairs is 35 to 40.
You tell me then.
English is 35 to 40.
Hmm.
And current
GK?
affairs is 35 to 40 again.
Okay.
Maths is 15.
15.
Yes.
English, sorry, legal.
And 40.
40.
Yes.
Logical.
35 to 40.
So basically, we say maths को हमने सबसे कम time देना है, and बाकी सब को हमने ज़्यादा time, बराबर time देना है, right or wrong? And legally वो तो आपको अपना चलेगा, ठीक है? So as for the English is concerned, tell me one thing also. अगर आपको पता है, English is basically, sorry, English is basically these only. ये synonym, antonym, idiom, sentence completion, article, preposition, determiner, conjunction, non-finite verbs, modal verb tenses, and comprehension. What is it? This much only?
The passage should be given.
You will be given a passage and then you will have to figure out. So the passage is given, right? And as for the maths, again a passage is given. Okay? Okay. And logical reasoning?
Again, and this critical reasoning is there.
Critical reasoning, like assertion reason? Inference. Okay, inference based. So if I take an example, this is
not the right now to represent black part.
this is the pattern. I said this is a paragraph and then the question is following. And this is not.
This is like pie chart is given, a bar graph is given, and now that base is given.
Okay, I understand. It is basically inference based. Absolutely. Okay. I don't think there is a question out here. No? Do we have some questions of that so that I can have some questions of this? This is how it is done. Anna? This is also not a pattern. Oh, that's excellent. Who gave you these notes? Them only when they gave you. Do they have these type of notes and all? Right? I'm saying, do they have these type of questions? You were saying that font is coming as 35 to 40 euros in a 5%.
15.
Okay. I will- You take this book of no use. So just one question. Now, how will I be able to teach with
There are
one?
no questions.
There are more questions. Or... This is just one question. How will I be able to teach with one question?
No,
Have they not given you any material? No. Ajay, just shut the YouTube one. Just shut the YouTube. Let Pranjal listen to what you're talking. Let the world not listen to what you're talking. Have